One family. Happy Obi. One family. Today is 24th of February 2023. And we are declaring that there will be no elections in Biafra land tomorrow. There will be no Nigerian elections in Biafra land anymore.
Yes.
We are not going to validate that corrupt government of Nigeria anymore. What do we want referendum? What do we want referendum? Simon Ekpa is our spokesman. He's not a terrorist. He's speaking our mind. He's what we told him to do. He's doing everything that we told him to do. He doesn't work alone. So everything we are doing is what he is talking about. He's not a terrorist. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. We're supposed to agree. He's a good guy. We're supposed to agree.
We have declared that there will be no Nigerian election in Biafra land. So shall it be. So shall it be. All hail
Biafra!
All hail
Biafra!
Biafra! Biafra!
This is it. They were vying for us. Finland was vying for us. This is Finland. History has a way of repeating itself today. This is it. This Finland demonstrated for us, Biafrans, and during the war. This is it. This is a declassified file of Britain. Let me find the other one with the cross on it. Hold it.
I'm going to show you you guys are the political processes, right? Yes. The underground guys. Yes. Yes. No, sir. So I have to find something. Okay, sir, we have, right?
Please ask me to look my bag. I want to do a video. Okay?
That was a breaking news coming from Finland recently, where we see the Finland government attacking the ambassador to Nigeria, Selila Sana, in Nigeria, ambassador that feel that he has compromised. And of course, the parliament are also warming up to see whether Alexander Stubb is going to face impeachment. There's so much storm gathering in Finland now. Massive protest is going on in Finland territory. As I'm talking to you now, the pro-Biafran government in exile are saying that enough is enough. Finland has not been able to come out and say that this is exactly what they are doing about Simon Ekpa. Unfortunately, it has thrown Assurance into darkness, So they were even saying that who is the brain, who is pioneering the reported media statement that said that Finland court has already charged Simon Ekpa of incitement. And they are coming out to say such story is never true and has never come from Finland. And I don't know why they are trying to do a U-turn, 360 degrees U-turn now. I'm talking about Selina Sana, the ambassador of Finland in Nigeria. I'm talking about the Finnish government too, under Alexander Stubb. That is massive, unrest within the government space, especially the Finnish parliament are threatening because there's so much pressure from the EU, from the UN, who are stating clearly that Mazi Simon Ekpa never violated any international law. That what he's saying is within the ambit of the law. Then how come that he is no longer in the public space anymore? And the struggle and the damage and the image of Finland and Norway is at stake. And another thing that was revealing is when during the course of investigation, there was a leaked video, where it was alleged or reported that we are having more Norwegian and more Finnish officials and businessmen now in Nigeria oil and gas. So this is triggering, a whole lot of unrest, question and confrontation between, Biafran government in exile and of course a Finnish government and of course the EU nations. They want to know actually what is actually happening. Why would they be silencing, somebody who is seeking for the defense of his own people while his own people are being killed? The same thing happened to Finland. They liberated themselves from Russia. Then why is Alexander Stubb pretending because they want to give you crude oil and you want to use it to destroy what Finland stood for as one of the first-class fundamental human rights country in the world? It's a big embarrassment now, and we are seeing the revelation spreading everywhere. Simon Ekpa, from what we heard, from the understanding, is already in good spirit. The lawyer in Gumerus is already in good spirit. Everybody is in good spirit. There's a network of, in fact, as I'm talking to you now, Biafra matter is in 7 EU countries for the first time in the history of the world. In the court of EU countries now, Biafra matter is there, not only in Finland. So what I tell you that we are not. I wonder. I was not wonder, but I saw the joy, the celebration that was going on, and with a lot of credit being given to Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, who Trump has just appointed his childhood friend into his cabinet about 2 days or 3 days ago. He was jubilant and he was telling everybody that very soon it is going to be a beautiful story for Biafrans all over the world, for 85 million Biafrans all over the world, and Simon Ekpa is going to be hard, very soon because everything is being worked out. Finland government is collapsing, and it looks like Simon Ekpa is also trying to, rise against, his fundamental right, to enforce his fundamental right on the Finnish government. We saw the AGF said no extradition. All of a sudden, we are saying Finland court has charged him to court. The same Finland government is coming out to say, deny, there was nothing like that, and we cannot be seen. We cannot afford to go against human rights law, international law that governs powers self-determination. People keep on wondering, in the absence of Simon Ekpa, people are still dying in the eastern part of the country, but what we're seeing now that there are some states that has not been able, that have not collapsed under Fulani herdsmen invasion, is now being invaded by the Fulanis. And the southern governor, nobody is talking, and the Nigerian military said, go and defend yourself. And we saw the military crying. We saw everything happening. They are tired, everybody are tired. Then my question is that, does Finnish government, Alexander Stubb, do you have a report? Are you monitoring development in Nigeria? This is a Biafran Finland citizen. Are you monitoring the reason why Simon Ekpa do what he does? He has not been able to use arm against anybody. He has not done anything. He has not carrying arm. He's not a member of any terrorist organization. Then the same people that refuse to surrender oil well since 1960 to date are the ones holding nnamdikanu and still want to target Simon Ekpa at the end of the day. And since 1960 till now, they have not been able to unleash or relegate or even forget the oil well. Or no government, subsequent government, is afraid of the Fulanis in Nigeria. Yeah, and that's why they are not able to collect even one oil license from them. And you are in partner. I want to call Bola Ahmed Tinubu attention to this, honestly. As a South, I don't know whether you're among them, that's not my business, but I want to tell you that, Nigerians, Igbos are dying on daily basis under your word. And people who are standing up, I thank God that whatever happens, if Igbo is going to keep silent and watch these people, because his brother is the president and he's not saying anything at this point in time, people are watching too, how you are going to become brave, how brave you are at the end of the day to confront the wickedness in disguise. But that is what Simon Ekpa is, and that is what he represents. He's the prime minister of Biafra, de facto Biafran in exile, and I saying it loud and clear, injustice, marginalization, which has also been acknowledged by the Nigerian government, even though they are pretending about it, because our system, our government is not run by people who are not supposed to also, they are being influenced by the Fulani, the emirs or whatever, who are already owing the larger chunk of crude oil wealth in that, and they are using it as a result of money to intimidate politically and push the Fulanization and Islamic agenda down to the eastern part of the country. And these are the symbols of resistance. And Alexander Stubb, you are watching them. Let me tell you, Alexander, you only rule Finland for some time and get out, you know. Remember that posterity will judge you. What if it is true you are not protecting Mazin Simon Ekpa at the end of the day, then there will be questions because a lot of people are rising. Let me give you an instance. Alexander Stubb and other people who are against the self-determination move. Of course, thank God that we have somebody like, you know, Ibrahim Traore, whom people can reference at this point in time. Pan-Africa Associate Forum, you know, is one of the, it's just like Amnesty International. You know, even the Amnesty International are liars. They are liars. Are they not seeing people dying? What are they reporting? You are only interested in whether they are being paid. That's why I tell you that Nigeria can never be a blessing to themselves. Look at what Amnesty International is reporting. And you are seeing that Nigerians are being killed on a daily basis by these people. You cannot report it. Then you are seeing people who are harmless and have no weapon against them. Is the one you are reporting. That is why they said that the Western world hate Africans, and it's the Africans themselves that will refuse to use their brain. As simple as that. What is the justification of what Finnish government is trying to do because of crude oil? And you want to sentence your own citizens to death so that they balance? Well, I saw the picture very clearly at Vatican when Macron and Alexander Stubb meet, and I wonder what they are discussing. Before then, Nigerian government met with Alexander Stubb behind closed doors. We know what happened. We know the deal that is going on. All of a sudden, we are seeing Norway and Finland in the oil and gas industry. That is what they want to achieve, because that is what the Fulanese control, and that is what they use against other people. And we are saying no to that. See, that's why I look at some people from Niger Delta. I look at them. I say, well, you know, a time will come when things will be defined properly. Imo State have the largest gas deposit in the world. Imo State alone, in the whole world. They have been enjoying the so-called crude oil. Is Niger Delta people enjoying the crude oil now? Are they enjoying it? They planted this hatred up and down, and you can see the destruction that is going on the ground. And the only thing they can do is to call us and ask us to secure their pipeline, so that we will watch as oil, crude oil, that we're going to watch as we will supervise our own destiny. That is absolutely rubbish, and that is what the likes of nnamdikanu, the likes of Simon Ekpa is talking about. When would that stop? And that is the reason why people are questioning. But African Associate Forum, you know, it's just like Amnesty International. They are questioning. They have taken the matter to 5 EU countries now. So Biafra is in every court in the EU now, and it's a big kudos to Dr. Ngosha Rabrezi, and it's a big kudos to people. It's not even a Nigerian. The chairman of that Pan-Africa is not even a Nigerian, but he has observed it over the time and discovered that, you know, this is pure injustice, and people, the world, Africa and the world need to rise against it.
Thank you.
So on that note, I don't know how many minutes it is, but let me say very clearly now, if I can be able to proceed to 14, 15 minutes.
Use 10 minutes, 11 minutes.
Oh, okay, so to just round up, you know, the fact still remains that there is uncertainty over Simon Ekpa and the Finnish government, and that will take us for another edition where we will continue to invade and begin to discover, you know, what is happening in Finland. The Finnish government, we have Biafrans there, we have Igbos in Finland, you know, we have Igbos in Scandinavian countries, nomadic nations, you know, Denmark, Norway, and all the Sweden and all the countries. We have them here, and they are coming together now, and that's why we are experiencing mass pressure on Finnish government to do the needful. And what is the needful? Even though they have come to deny, there was no incitement at all, you know. So we want to see them open trial, if they can, on Simon Ekpa. Then let us see what is going to happen. But the issue of extradition back to Nigeria has been ruled out. Thank you.